Chapter 99, Motivation. Everyone was crammed into the living room. It was crowded, too warm. Even with the air conditioning running at full blast, the heat was creeping in, clinging to skin and fabric alike. No one moved away, no one spoke. The revelations of the day washed over them in slow, crushing waves, one after another, until reacting was impossible. Occasionally, someone glanced around the room, searching for a familiar expression, only to find every other face locked on the screen. There were hours of videos, days maybe. They all began the same way, an announcement from a group calling themselves the Shapers. They were extra-dimensional travelers, people mostly, or things that resembled people in some way. Some looked human enough to pass in a crowd. Others looked like legends pulled straight from myth and folklore. Creatures from stories that had never been meant to be real. And some were so alien they defied explanation entirely, their forms twisting logic in ways that felt unintentional, watching an AI hallucinate anatomy. The Shapers claimed to come from alternate worlds, other Earths, other evolutionary paths. They said magic was real, called it magic, plainly, deliberately, probably because it was the simplest word humanity had for it. They were here to fix Earth. The ozone layer, nuclear arsenals, waste management, disease, climate collapse. They laid out ultimatums to every nation, demanding an end to cruelties both well known and deliberately hidden. War of the fucking worlds, Cup muttered at one point. No one answered him. The video kept playing, localized announcements for cities, states, countries, hours. That was the timeline. In 2 days, Shaper forces would be stationed in every major city on the planet. In places they couldn't reach immediately, schedules were already posted for essence testing and medical outreach. Rancho alone would have 5 Shaper locations. Each site had security protocols, organizational charts, appointment scheduling, websites, cleaner and faster than anything any government agency had ever managed to run. They responded to inquiries almost instantly. They made it very clear they were not affiliated with any existing government. They didn't need to be, and they didn't want to be. Training videos were already everywhere, every platform Earth had, plus an entirely new one managed by the Shapers themselves. Most of the instructors spoke with perfect idioms, flawless cadence, expressions tuned precisely to Earth culture. Some of the videos were taught by monsters. They were racial orientation videos, and they all watched in awe. The Shapers explained that Earth's biological sciences were mostly correct, just incomplete. According to their classification system, intelligent life existed across every domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Thousands upon thousands of sapient forms, too many to cover in any single setting, too many to cover in a lifetime of study. But those videos existed too. Scientists across the world were already dissecting them, adding annotations, comparing notes. The Shaper's taxonomy expanded Earth's own. New branches, new rules, new assumptions. Before anyone could begin to process that, another video started. Dimensional vessels, floating cities in the sky, entire populations suspended above the planet, each housing more than 1 million Shapers. They explained how their society worked: currency, education, military service, voting rights, law enforcement, crime and punishment. Systems refined over centuries, presented cleanly and confidently. It was an advanced civilization that withstood the tests of time. Their history was available, their knowledge, with surprisingly few redactions as far as anyone could tell. The addition of magic made everything exponentially harder to understand. Even those in the room who had used magic, who had trained in sanctuary, felt like children staring at a blackboard written in a language they only half recognized. Questions surfaced occasionally. Someone would ask how much of something there was, whether there was a video that explained one detail better than another. Cup held the remote, clicking through links and menus as curiosity dragged him onward. The others let him lead, at least for now. Eventually, phones came out. Tablets, laptops, different videos played simultaneously. Different subjects, different depths. The room fractured into quiet pockets of focus, all of them absorbing the same truth from different angles. Hours passed. Eventually, conversations started again. Not reactions so much as processing. Small groups formed, still watching and reading and still scrolling. They shared the details that struck them hardest, the things that didn't sit right, the things that seemed too good to be true. Jake slipped away to his room with a borrowed tablet. It took him less than 40 minutes to find what he was looking for. The material was buried behind required videos, ones he let play without fully absorbing, his mind skimming what it already understood. Finally, he found it. Exercises, training modules designed to teach manifestation when blocked, when suppressed, when cut off from external sources. Jake leaned closer to the screen. For the first time in days, he smiled, and he went back to work.